Good afternoon, everyone. Hope you are doing great. Today we are just continuing on the sessions about graphic design. So basically, we just focused on the main tools, which is essential and necessary for your knowledge in graphic design. And we have like some other tools that we may not use it in these sessions, but later on, if we can find the time for you to just focus and go deeper, I will give you those as well. But if not, you will just get session with photo, those who they can just pass and be chosen for this course. With them, they will go deeper with you and may they can give you more advanced tools for um, their required skills. So for today, we just continue with the rest of the tools that we have it here. So I remember yesterday we just skipped this one because I forgot to tell the morning session. So today we are just taking this and then we will do the rest of the tools which are here. So first, what I want to do, I'm just going here and I would take this photo, sorry, right click, copy, because this one you have to know it. I just copy it. And then I'm just coming here, create from clipboard. So I have the photo in front of me and I can just use it right now. So what I can do with this photo and what I am able to do, I think it's better to just use another one. I will use this one, copy. I will use the other one, but this one I think is more clear for using some of the tools that we have. Yes, so we have this photo. We just brought it right now from clipboard. So we have the share tool. So how the share tool is working, the share tool is working, or we can just use this to move the photo the way that we want. So normally these tools, you can just use it when you are, let's say, combining layers together, and then may you see, okay, what this can do for me right now. Yeah, it cannot do anything for you, but when you have different layers and you want to play with one of the layers, for maybe you have a text and you want just to make it like a bit, let's say, slightly bend it to the right or to the left, or horizontally you want to bend it, you can use one of these tools for that purpose. So this is how we can use the share tool. Then we have something else which called perspective tool. How we can use the perspective tool. Again, the perspective tool is more or less working as the tool that we use it undefined. Sorry, I forgot the name. It's like unified transform. Sorry, unified transform. So you can just use it like this. As you see here, I can just move it, the photo, as I want and make change according to the way that I want. And also this can be used in a different layer for different purpose if you want just to focus. So here, if you are looking, it seems that this guy is in front of the other two, but if you are moving it, or when you reset it, you see that this guy is just like heading to the ball. So these things can be done as a trick to make the viewer to see different things according to the way that you are using the tool. So this is also one of the tools that you can just use it in a different with a photo with different layers. We have 3D, so it calls 3D, but it's not working in a 3D way, because if you are just looking at here, you are just moving the photo up, down, right, left. So this is how it works when you are just putting it on another layer, and you can just give it a shadow. So you use it this way. And also you can just zoom it in and zoom it out according to the way that you want to use. So this also can work with the other tools when you need it. So now what else we have? We have the handle transform. The handle transform is something that you can just make for dots like 1, 2, and 3, 4. So if I clicked, I cannot make anything else. So now if I want to move this one, I will move it this way or that way. So I can just make change. So yeah, sorry. So if you are just looking, you can just make it the way that you want and move it around. So if I want to move this one, to remove it and put it somewhere else, I will press Control, click, then I will click somewhere else. And now I can just move this one according to the way that I want to show my picture or my frame, how I want it to be. So if you want to remove this one, also press click, Control and then click, then put it somewhere else and move it around. So as you see, it's just like changed fully. So you can just use this one as a layer and put it somewhere else for some other reason. Well, we have this one, which is really fun. I like it because you can just grow something. For example, you want to show that this person is just like frustrated. So you can just press this one like this. So look at the head, how it's getting bigger. And also for this one, you can just make the head bigger. And for that one, you can just shrink it. So this is the things that you can just do it with the photo. So you can just go there and grab the way that you want, or you want just to move the pixel. So you can just grab it and then move it up. So look at it, I just clicked and then I can move the ball around how I want to be. So this is also one of the fun that you can do it while you are using these tools. So this one is one of the best one that you can just use it for making a bit of, or sometimes someone is just coming to you and say, oh, I have this photo and I feel I'm so skinny, or I want to just to make my arm bigger. So what you are doing, you are just like clicking and then make it bigger, just like this. So you can just do it this way. So look at the hand, it's just like getting enormous and big. So, or you are just using the grow and you can just click the place you want and you can just control it this way. So you can just make the arm to be quite big as you see here. So because the guy, he wants just to block this one, so he need really big hand. That's why he just coming to you and saying, oh, can you just make my hand bigger to become a good barrier for this player to not run in front of me? Yeah, you can just do it this way, nice and easy. So this is how you can use this tool as well. We have another tool, which is this tool is also one of the funniest tool because you can just make a cage, but while you are making the cage is not the way that you are just doing it for anything else, because it just lets you to make as much as dot you want, and then you can just move it up to make this ball look bigger like this. So you can just make it really enormous and huge, the ball. So you see, you are just dropping it around, and then you can just make it bigger, or if you want, you can just make it smaller, and then later on use it as a layer. So this is how you can just deal with this layer as well, with this tool as well. So yeah, we just talked about the bucket fill, which is the bucket fill, also one of the funniest and good tool if you want to fill a bit of somewhere with the color that you want. You can just use this. And also we talk about this color picker. These two, they can work together and do lots of things for you when you are just using them. Then we have this one, which is the gradient tool. The gradient tool is better to be used while you are creating your own background. So how does it work? After you are clicking, you can just come here and pick the one that you prefer for your background. So for example, you want this one or that one. So what you are doing, you are just clicking from up to down. Then you have this dot. So from this dot, you can just make it lighter, make it darker like this. So if you are not using this one, you can just use any other one. For example, you can just use this green. So for this green, we have very different colors that we can just mix them together like this, simple and easy. So this is how you are dealing with this one as well as you saw right now. So you can just use this one for a background that you want to create it for, let's say anything, and you can just play with the color and then put the things there to just show. So we came to the brushes. So with the brushes, we have fun because, or we can just use it as a normal brush, especially for those who they are artists, especially the painters. They prefer to just draw by themselves. So they are just using a pad and then a mouth, just trying to create what they want to do. But here we can just use it for fun. For example, I'm just grabbing this one, which is shows me kind of these things. I can just draw it this way around the player or around the writing that I can just create it and then just use it this way. Also, we have some other things that we can just put it in a way that we prefer. For example, I'm just picking this one and I will change the color to something, let's say something like this. And I will say, okay, now I can just put it around. Just by clicking, I can just put it around to just show some sort of, let's see how you are just moving your brush or kicking your brush to have some dots on the photo. So you can just use this one as well, or you can just use any of these as a line or something like that. You can just do it the way that you want. This is going to be some sort of like scratching. And we have other things that you can just put it around. It's just like a brush. You just put it here and there. Also, what else we have? We have the pencil. For the pencil, we can just pick it from here. If we want our pencil to just draw something, and we can just change the size. We will just write here, sport. You are lucky because I'm not writing things for you. If not, you will be in a really deep problem because my handwriting is terrible. So yeah, I just wrote this, but there's something really I just want to tell you. So if you used any of these, you can come here and just put it back and use the pencil as a pencil here, or you can just go there and put it to the default. So if you change anything here, for example, you change those things like this. So if you are just going here and make it default, so everything is going back to its default. So if I use any of these, because like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, these 5, they are more used by the painter, or you just want to grab the brush and bring one of these and put it here, or draw anything with it. So it's not a big deal. You can just grab this star and put stars around if you want, or you can just use any of these and draw what you want to draw and where you want to draw. So it's like this. So nice and easy. You can just use them. It's so simple, and you can just use them wherever you want. Then we have the eraser. The eraser is also can be controlled from here. So if you want to erase the things that is there, you can just erase it this way. So if you want your eraser to just work in software, you are just using the circle one. If you want to work in a hard way, so the hard way is going to be in a shape of a square. So this is the hard one that you can just use it. And also here, it just like put them back to the default that can be possible and can be used as a normal eraser as you have it when you were in the school and you were using pencils. So yeah, you can just use any of these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and use the eraser to erase the things that you want to remove them. Well, now again, let's just bring this guy. Oh, so annoying. Copy. And then going back here, create a new from the clipboard. So here we are. So if I want to take a copy of something and put it somewhere else, what I'm using the clone. Clone is not a clown. So clown is mean someone who's just trying to be funny and wearing some wig and some stupid nose and things like this. So they're just trying to be funny. So we are not using this one for here. In our case, we are using clone. Clone is mean copy, which is this guy. Clone tool. After clicking here, I see I have circle, but the circle is not fitting the ball. So what I'm doing, I'm just increasing the size. Still increase it 110. Still I have to make it bigger. So I'm increasing it like 120 is fine. So what I'm doing, I'm just cloning this guy. How to clone it? I will just go around the ball where I'm thinking is fine. Then I will press Control and then Enter. After this, look at the circle. It's just like going around with me. So I can just trick these guys and put the balls here, 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 and here, and here. So the guy, they were just confused right now and they don't know which one is the ball that they have to kick. So we just did it this way. It's nice and easy. Then we can just look at them and see if they know which one is the ball that they have to kick. So this is a way that we can just do clone and move things around. This guy is really funny, so we can just trick people, or also we can just grab this guy and take a bit of the face any of this face, they have a big head. So no, we cannot just do this. So this is how we are just grabbing the balls and creating clone of them. So this way you can just create as much as you want from certain picture. So yeah, this is one of the way that you can just do it. But if we have, let's say a spot on the face, something like this, let's just copy this and bring it here to our software. So if I tried to remove this spot here, if I try to remove these two spots here, so how to remove it? We have two ways for doing this. If I use clone, and let's make it smaller. So if I said I want to remove this one, so I can just come here, control and click, and then put it here. So it's so obvious. So if you are zoom it and zoom out, so still you can see that this is something being patched there. So it's not a good way to use this tool for that purpose. So what I have to do, I have to think about another way. So what's the another way that I can just use it here? We have healing. Healing is an amazing tool that we can just use it for such a purpose. So for example, I'm just coming here, the same place that I just took it before. I will just control enter, and then I will take the bit and I will put it here. Hola. It just fitting the color with the other color and the pixels that is there. So I just do it this way. So I can remove them both in a really nice and easy way. So if I'm going to the magnifier and I do zoom out, look, you cannot feel that we just changed something. We just did it in a really amazing way. So if you want to use any other things, you can just, for any other things, you can just do it. So nice and easy, we just clean it and it worked really good. So yes, why not? We can just use something else for here, because I see there is something here and I want to remove it. So should I just use the healing? No, because this is too small for that purpose. So what I'm doing, just going to use, I'm just using smoke. So the smoke is just working like this. I'm just clicking here and I can change the size to make it smaller, even smaller. Let's make it 10. So here I want to remove this bit. So how to remove it? I'm just clicking on it, or just like moving the mouse in a way that can be very, and this one also, there's this spot, I don't want it here. So I will just remove it this way, and also this one. So yeah, I just managed to remove the things which was around her eyes, her eye. So I just did it this way. So if I'm just going to move out and then click, click, click. So hola, you cannot feel that we changed something, and everything is nice and easy and clear and super smooth. So this is how we can use those things in this way. So we won't have any problem. We can just manage to take things out, and we have just to be careful because I'm just using a pad mouth. So the pad mouth is not so precise. So that's why you feel something. It's just here and there. But if you are using a small mouth, and if you are coming here and make this also smaller, like something like 5. So you see, if you are just moving, for example, removing this here, can just like move it like this. So it's gonna be nice and easy and smooth, without even feeling that we changed anything there. For example, these bits, we can just like move it and then remove them all, even without like making the photo to be feel that we just changed something there. So because I'm just using pad mouth, so it's not that easy for me. However, it's going to be super easy for you if you are just using a normal mouth. So yeah, look, we just managed. That's great. I feel proud of myself because I just removed these spots on her face and I just tried to make her face smoother. Well, if I want to make her face look whiter, so just let's try this guy. Select this bit and I'm just coming here on this Dutch and burn. I'm clicking here and I will make sure that I'm on the Dutch and I will just make it bigger. Just do it in one move. So look at it. Hola. I just made her face look really cool. That's great. So what about her hair? If I want to make her hair look darker, so I can just come here and grab this guy and do it this way, like this. So yes, we just select this bit and now I'm going again to the Dutch and burn, and now I just want to burn it. Well, I will just move the mouse over it. Look what we did. We just made her hair to look really dark and nice. So look at the difference. This one, we just make it darker. This one, we just keep it as simple. And this one, we just make it smooth and white. So you can use this guy to just do a makeup for anyone that you want. Maybe your friend. He or she is coming to you and they want you to just do a makeup for them. So you can just do it this way. So yeah. So yes, you can just do it. Is it difficult, guys? Is it difficult? This is the skill. This is the skill that you later on can earn minimum about $250 and maximum is about $7,000. So yeah, let's do it. Why not? We can just earn money in an easy way. All we need just to know these tools and work with these tools and do the things as we did it right now. And also you can do it for yourself. You know, you can just like bring a photo of yourself and try to make it this way. So you will look amazing. Yeah, we have some other tool, which is really fun, this one as well. But this one is doing something else for me. For example, I just want to make a copy of this guy. So I'm just going to the copy. I want to make this photo to look blurred. So what do you mean by blur? If you are just closing your eye and you just narrowed your eye, you see the things not so clearly. It means that it's blurred for you. So if I want to make this photo blur, yes, if I want to make it blur, what I'm doing, I'm just coming to this guy, blur or sharpen. I'm just clicking, and then I will make sure that I'm just on the blur. And then I will make this guy bigger, and it's fine. And this also, and also spacing is fine. Yeah. So what I'm doing, I'm just coming here. This is too much for the angle. This is too much also for this one. Let's just go back to the normal. Yes. So here I will just make the size quite big. Fine. So look at this bit here. After I'm just clicking, I'm just doing nothing. I'm just clicking. Okay, I'm just clicking, 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 clicking. Well, let's go and check. I just made this blur. To make sure if I did it well, I will just come here, look at the photo here. It's so nice and clear, but if I'm going there, it's blur. So this is the way that you are using blur. So if you want to, if you just did blur for something and you want to get it back, how to do it? You are going to sharpen, and with the sharpen, you're just doing the same clicks as you did before, and you are just bringing it back, the focus that you have it. So here you can just like bring them back, all the things that it was there. So yeah, it's not exactly, yeah, it is exactly the same that this one. So we just made it. So yeah, this is how we can just use the blur and use the sharpen. Nice and easy. You can just use it for some photo. For example, there's a group of people or there's a group of objects and you want to just put all the focus on one object between all of them. You can just make the rest blur and keep the one you want, the sharpen, and you can just make it more sharpen just to be more obvious in front of people. This is how the photos that you see or the advertising that you see it being made it. So is it difficult, guys? Yes, it's gonna be like HD. So it's not difficult, it's super easy, and you can just use it whenever and wherever you want. Well, we have some interesting tool, which is this one. This one is just like doing the selecting for me, but this one is more fun. Why? Let's try it. After I'm clicking, I'm going here and I'm clicking. I'm going here and I'm clicking, and I'm going here, I'm clicking, but this time I will just put it more down. Not here, I can just put it here and put it more. I'm clicking here and clicking there, and I can just move it to here and then yes, and I'm clicking here, I can just move it to go down. I can just make curves with it, and here I can just make the curve more into down. Then I come here like this, and I come here and I come here and here and here. For this one I can come here and then go there. Here I can just make it more sort of circlish, so I can just go there, here and there, and then here, here, like this, and then these two, connect them together. Yes. So I done. I can just come here and make this to be more curves and make this curve to be more obvious. And this one also, I can just make it like this. So I can just make curves with this guy. So if I want this, I will just say Control C. First enter, and then Control C. Then I can just Control V and add it as a layer. So I have this layer. So this is the layer that I use it. So I just did this mistake, which is fine. It's not a big deal. So you can just go there and do it like this and take this up, do enter again until you will get to the point that you feel satisfied. And here as well, you can just curve them. It's not a big deal. Like this. It's also here. And for this one, I can just grab it and give more space. And here I can just grab it, make more, and here as well. So yeah, you can just make curves. You are just going in this between and you are just dropping them down. So you can just make curve with them. This is how we can use this tool, which called the path tool. Why we call it path? Because it's just working as a path. Great. So we can delete this layer because we don't need it anymore. Thank you. And we can delete this layer as well because we don't need it anymore. And then we use bring this layer back and go to select, non-select. Yes. So we have our flower back. This is how we can just use the path. Then what else we have? We have something else, which is this one is better to just use it in a different way. I'm just going and creating new. This is 1080 by 2, right? No, 720. And okay, I have this blank layer. Then I will create this guy, this shape. Then I will go here and fill it with the color which is in front of me. Then Control X, Control V, create a layer for it. Then we can just bring this guy and make the shape here. And then bring this guy, give it another color. Let's see this one here. Okay, and then fill it. Sorry, it's not working because I have to come back here and then use this fill and then fill here. Okay, so I'm just bringing something else here. I have just go back here and create. I have this. Sorry, yes. So I can just go here, bring another color. This one. Okay, fill. So yes, I have these shapes that I made it. And oh my God, I forgot something really important. So when I'm here, after I create this guy, I can just fill it with this color. Yes. And then again, Control X, because I need it as a layer, Control V, and then create a layer for it. Now going back here, I have this guy. This time I will just make it like this. And then bring this. Let's use this. Okay. And then Control X, Control V, create a layer for it. So now I have 1, 2, 3 layers. Okay. These layers that I just made it here is 1, 2, 3, and they are vary in the shape and also in the way that they are look. So if I want to align them, I'm just going to the align, and then I can just pick one of them and say I want to arrange them according to the first item. Then I will hold shift, click on the second and the third. So now all of them being selected. How I know? Because these squares are on the edge and on the ends, on the corners, let's say. So if I want just to put them all together, I will just do it this way. If I want to arrange them all to just fix to the top of the first one, I will just do it this way. If I want to, let's say, make them all to be arranged to the edge of the first one, I will just do it this way. And also I can just do it this way, which I can see the edge of all of them, or I can just pick it this way, or just put it on the button, all in one range that being on the same level. So I can just create such a shape with it. So on, you can just do anything with it. You can just choose it according to the selection, according to the path, according to the channel, according to the image, if you have an image there. Also, you can just offset them according to X axis and also to the Y axis. This is all up to you. So if I want to increase this to 50 and then increase that to 50 as well, and then do the separation, it can just do me the favor of taking them away from each other accordingly based on the space that I gave. So yes, you can just do it this way. It's not difficult. It's super easy, and it's normal if you want to work with them, and you can just bring them back if you just change anything here. But because I didn't change, so it doesn't show me. Also, this one is not working because we don't have default for this. It's just as we design it. So this is also the use of this guide. It is really easy and it is really user friendly. You can just use them. You can just take advantage of them. You can combine 3 or 4 tools just to make something out. So more possibly next week, because unfortunately today Mom Sabnar is not here. I think you noticed it from the very beginning that she was not in the meeting. She's not feeling well, that's why she's not here. So yeah, today we don't have a session for practical, so hope you just practice it with my hand. If not, you can just go to look at the record and use these days, because today is our last day for this week, and it's going to be a long weekend for all of you and also for us, because we will start um, next session Tuesday 12th October. So yeah, just keep in mind that you have this few days. Don't just ignore it. Try to practice it as much as you can, because you will have fun with it. Especially go and grab some of your old photo and try to do things for it. For example, you can just go and bring some photos from Google. I don't know. You can just, for example, grab any of these photos. I don't know which one I have to choose. Okay, let's choose this guy. And you can just bring it and do some fun thing with it. For example, I have no photo of myself. If I do, I was just like sharing it with you and I was working on it. So here you want just to make this guy to look a bit more bulk. So just go here and then make it grow. Then the size, you can just use it according to the photo that you have. And then just click. You can make the arm bigger. So you can just make it bigger as you see here. So this guy, he will be super happy if he saw that we are just doing this for free. So we can just make him bigger, look more muscly than he looks now. So this is how you can just go and do this with your photo and put it on Facebook. Say, look at me, I just have muscly body. Or if you want to make him more skinny, you can just go to shrink and click on these and make him more skinny. And also you can just do it for yourself if you want. So it's just a way of fun that you can just do it this way. As you see what I'm doing, you can just do it also for your photo. For example, if you have any sort of spot or any sort of scar on your face long ago, you can just go and bring this tool and work on it. So just make it vanished. So for example, if I'm trying to remove this hair on this guy's face, so it's nice and easy, I just do it this way. I'm just trying to grab from here, and let's just make it. It's fine. So I'm just grabbing from here and then control click, then move it. I feel satisfied when I'm doing this, because this guy, he was really annoyed by this hair here. So yeah, I did it. Good for me, I just did it. So you can just do it the same way. You see, I just removed it without any problem. I can remove this sign here and put something else. I can just remove the number and put something else. All up to you. So go and do this at home. Try it on your family members' picture. Sunday and Monday, we won't have any class because it's a public holiday. So we will start Tuesday. Again, thanks for your participation, especially my beloved participant from first cohort. I really appreciate, and I hope that at least 5 of you be in, or I can't say 10 of you be in the selection. So I can just send it to your photo, and then you can just practice with them. Also, those who they are with us, the second cohort, you are also beloved, but those, they just came while they are not obliged, and they just did it for us, and I really appreciate it. And I hope that you two also, the first and the second cohort, can do me a favor and do your best, because I want in this session with your photo have as much as possible from Impact University of Soleimani. So please do your best. And this is first for me, because I will appreciate whatever you are doing it. And second is for you, because you will earn really good money, 250. This is the minimum. So just imagine you are just working, let's say 1 hour or 2 hours on some photo, and then send it back and getting like $250. This is not, not few. This is really great. So yeah, just do your best and try to be part of this project, and try to just make some fun with your own photo. Thank you again, and wish you best of luck, and wish you a wonderful long holiday or weekend, and bye-bye. Thank you.